research and analysis by Randall, Oswald, and Bayer in the Psychological Bulletin of 2014, if I remember, where they were studying and correlating the study of people with mind wandering and showcasing how mind wandering is by design occurring in a normal human being between 30 to 50% of the time during their cognitive task. It means, in other terms, that between 30 and 50% of the time that I am doing something with focus, so I am deliberating, concentrating myself in a focus bubble, trying to achieve a task, my brain, for half of a time, is somewhere, wondering of maybe my motorbikes, what my wife or my daughter, they told me 5 minutes before starting, or the office that is pinging me from the HR department, my manager that wants to talk to me, everything that is a trigger for my brain to do mind wandering is there silently in ambush mode to try to get the time to think about. And the more stressed you are, from what I am observed, the more prone to time wandering your brain becomes. And this theory is also something that cannot be changed so easily because it's a design flow of us as human beings. And if stress and other factors can influence it, let's return to the remote working. What we got from the remote working, what we got from the agile time. We have more Slack, more Teams, more email, more phone calls, more social network, more open office, endless meeting without agendas. And did we train our employees or people for being aware of mind wandering? Did we put a system in place that is capable to help and prevent such a disaster? And now is the beauty. We didn't. And the beauty, in a sarcastic way, means that on top of this flow by design, we have another toll to pay, another tax, another behavior tax, as I like to call it. And this, the multitasking. I love multitasking because everybody believes that they can do multitasking. So let's say that, yes, you're right. Everybody is capable to do multitasking. I see a lot of people nodding, yeah, I can do this and that. What the research is saying, the research, the most trusted one that I use all the time is a research back then in 2001 from Meyer, Evans, and Rubinstein in the Journal of Experimental Psychology. And they were discussing about human perception and performance. And what they were showcasing in the research is that multitasking, yes, your beloved multitasking, is affecting your productivity by approximately 40%. Yes, 40% less productive. And if you don't trust this research, you can search other research, but at the end, the fact is so well known to neuropsychologists and neuroscience experts that even the American Psychology Association had to confirm that multitasking affects productivity by up 40% due to mental block created by repetitive switching tasks. And this is intriguing. You see, multitasking, the guy that is sending you a message, the PO that is poking on your shoulder to have a fast coffee chat to discuss about the latest user story. This is a killer, a silent killer, even before people step into the office. And to get things even more attractive and intriguing, let's put another great book here. Brain Rules, 2005-8, I guess, from John Medina. In the book, John is showcasing how multitasker not only take 50% longer to accomplish a single task, but they also make up to 50% more errors. So we are slower, and what we do is even 50% more error prone. And then you blame them because there is a bug in production. But then let me show you another intriguing aspect of neuroscience, another research that is showcasing, okay, let's say we have all this social noise, this interruption, this multitasking, and I need to switch between task A to task B, C, and then finally I can return to my original main goal of the day, developing code. How much it will be the cost of returning in a focus to create good quality software? Gloria Mark, she is a researcher at the University of California, Irvine, and she published in 2000, I guess was the same year of John Medina book, if I remember, one intriguing research, the cost of interrupted work, more speed and stress. And the research was intrigued because she was able to find that for a developer, regaining focus on the task that was interrupted by multitasking or social noise requires roughly 3 minutes and 15 seconds to being able to regain full focus. You can imagine how heavy for your cognitive stress this research are all about. But I see you are not seeing the pictures. So let's say in the middle we have our cognitive power, 100%. But we understood that by design we are prone of mind wandering. The more we are stressed, the more we live in a noisy social environment, the more the cognitive power will be depleted by design. And so let's say 50% of our cognitive power is gone. Then we are working in an environment where we need to do a lot of multitasking. Multitasking, we understood, is depleting 40% cognitive power, and so 30% is remaining cognitive power when we step into the office, as we understood from the research, 50% more error-prone probability. So we are working with 30% of our brain, producing 50% more bug than what it should, and we are in an environment that is continuously distracting us. That requires to wait 23 minutes and 15 seconds to being able to finally focus full of this 30% of the cognitive power that we have on what we were doing. As you understand, this is a social drama, is a generational drama that nobody is talking about. Everybody is focused in disengagement, burnout, that are the symptoms. But the real root cause is because these people, beside the soccer table, the coffee area, and whatever your dev experience team will design to make their life more enjoyable, are working in an environment that doesn't help them to focus. We have a lot of meetings due to agility that are consuming a lot of hours, a lot of dysfunction due to implementing Scrum without proper product management that is creating the temptation to have sprints that are designed always with user stories that are not ready for development, that are causing a lot of intersecting people to gain the knowledge to being able to complete your task. And this is by design creating social interferences that are making every developer in a probability to being focused when they are working that is almost zero.